Hello and welcome to the 2024 Chicago Auto Show. I'm Joe from EV Motoring, and today we're taking a quick look around the all-new Honda Prologue. So some quick facts about the all-new Honda Prologue. This runs on the GM Ultium platform, believe it or not. So GM is providing a lot of the components for this vehicle, which is going to give you great, reliable battery structure, and also helps cut the cost down because instead of developing their own essentially vehicle from the ground up, they're able to utilize that with GM, and that helps bring both vehicles' costs down. There are two drivetrains available. We have the front motor, 212 horsepower and around 296 miles of range. And then we have the dual motor, 288 horsepower, and that drops down to about 273 miles of range, say about 273. That's a pretty accurate number, but big fan of the profile of this right now. This is 8 inches longer than the Honda CR-V, so kind of hard unless you see them side by side, but it's definitely a much longer vehicle. It's going to give you a much better ride quality, a lot better interior spacing. Also, because it's electric, we don't have a huge overhang on the front, which helps compact things a little bit better. But speaking of the front, why don't we go around there, take a look at how it looks up there. So compared to the Chevy Blazer that this is also based off of, that's a very angular kind of front end. This has a lot more of the new Honda architecture. It's much smoother. Big fan of it. I like the mixture of doing a little bit of gloss black, a little bit of paint. I do see the gloss black is starting to scratch a little bit, so we hope that that lasts a little bit longer. But like seeing the contrast, some nice running lights right there, and then the LED lights right below that. We also have some air curtains right here, and there are fog lights down below that on the sides. Again, not too busy. I think that's good. I like that there's more variety. So if you like the aggressive look of the GM, go and get that Chevy Blazer. If you like this more subdued look, also if you like the aggressive look, go take a look at the Acura ZDX. Coming down the side, again, we have a lot more of that Honda design architecture. Also feels like it's squatted a little bit lower than maybe a CR-V would be, certainly lower than the Honda Passport. And on the back end, some of the width shows up. Love this. Instead of having just the Honda H, having the letters written out, I'm a big fan of that styling, but of course that's all looks are all subjective. This is the Elite, so fully loaded trim with the all-wheel drive system. So this is going to be the 288 horsepower and around 270 miles of range. Coming down this side, we can take a look at the charge port, which is locked. There it is. So we have CCS charging right here. Not sure if Honda is supposed to be switching to the NACS. Hopefully everyone switches to NACS at some point. Interesting also that there's no protection for the pins right here. Usually you would have a cover for the DC pins while you're level 2 charging. But also I liked that was just a door that opened in the Blazer. It was kind of a mechanism that kind of drops down. Less things to go wrong when you have when you have a simple door that just opens. But let's hop inside, see how it looks. I'll set the driver's seat up to my position and see how I fit behind myself. Also should mention before I open the door, there is a little button here to lock and unlock the car. So for active entry. Somebody shorter was definitely in here before me, so we'll get this back to where it belongs. Definitely has a little bit more of a sporty feel than I actually kind of anticipated it to have. I don't know, I was just kind of picturing more of a kind of the way I was just kind of picturing the way Hondas have been for a while. This is definitely more a Honda Accord, sport trim than Honda CR-V, reliable around town car. But we come in here, so coming in here behind the cabin, we have dual 11-inch displays. We do not have the car turned on right now, so you can't see them. But again, seems like a very nice place to sit. There's definitely a little bit looking over the hood, kind of a little bit of a tunnel right here. So we'll have to see how that functions out when we get the chance to take it for a drive. A fair bit of piano black in here, but I do like that they retain a lot of the buttons. So your heated and ventilated seats, all of your aircom right here. I love that is not buried in a touchscreen, and it'll take you 10 minutes just to lower the temperature or raise the temperature. Fairly good storage in here. Little coin tray there, a little space below it. We have a phone charger right there, a couple cup holders, and this pad right here. Also, a little bit of storage down below. You could put a small bag, small purse, or wallet. And then over to the door, we have another cup holder, as well as the the hatch. But let's take a look at the frunk and see if there is one. So no frunk here, just electric motor. So it does look like they could have had a little bit of some sort of storage right here. It would have been nice to see that for the for the charging cables, etc. But we'll go ahead and move on to the back. So now that the front seat is adjusted for myself, we will see how well I fit behind myself. And just as in the Chevy Blazer, quite well as far as legroom, have a little bit place to tuck my toes in underneath there. However, headroom suffers. If I lean over, believe it or not, actually the center seat, I have more room because of the glass sunroof. But if I'm over here in my seat, I'm up against the indentation down. So I would actually think if there's a version that does not have the sunroof, I would probably fit in that a little bit better. But now let's go take a look at the back and see what the storage space is. Don't mind the squeaking noise, that sounds really rough coming out of the back. Very good storage space back here, a lot more space than like a CR-V would have, for example. And then below that we have even more. So certainly a place down here you can put your charging cables, or you can maybe fit that down there. Nice to see the added storage. There also looks like there's definitely some sort of a cargo cover that you can install in here to protect your stuff so no one can see it. But as that screeches its way closed, that's a wrap for the all-new Honda Prologue. One of my favorite electric cars that's coming out right now. I'm seriously considering even buying one. So speaking of buying one, I should mention around $40,000 to $50,000, you should be able to get a pretty good spec'd one. This Elite probably goes around the $60,000 range, but more details to come on the Honda Prologue. But if you found this video helpful, please do like and subscribe, and comment down below, what do you think of the Honda Prologue? Would you get the Chevy Blazer, the Honda Prologue, or the Acura ZDX? Let us know, and take care until next time.